Alright, so mukhang may announcement
Alright.
po tayo, guys. So ano ba
Yes,
announcement
yes,
natin,
yes.
Miggy?
Alright, so for our next episode, no, may naisip kami na exciting, no, that will engage us and of course you, the viewers as well, because we value your input as well. So for the next episode, no, mag-feature kami ng mga story where you can ask questions, no, na gusto nyong pag-usapan here sa TMLNS, no. It can be anything, no, na syempre of course something na we could talk about, no, talaga na hindi yung mga fast talk type of questions syempre. And of course once na na-post itong episode na to, you can comment down below yung mga questions sa YouTube natin. And then sa Instagram, abangan nyo sa at Elevate Las Piñas, no, or Elevate LP, yung story, no, that can for you to be able to ask the questions as well. So, kukunin namin yun and yun yung pag-uusapan natin for the next episode.
Ayan,
Gets?
nakaka-excite,
Yun,
guys.
kaka-excite.
So send us your questions. We're excited for them. That's it.
Alright.
Welcome to the Medyo Late Night Show. It's a podcast where we'll talk about anything under the sun. Chill, kwentuhan, tawanan, and a lot of learnings.
Alright.
Ayun.
Yun. We're up. Are we?
Yeah.
Yes, mic check. Yes, alright.
Right. Ako nga pala si Jake.
And ako naman si Mickey. And welcome to TMLNS, no? So, kamusta ka naman, Jake?
Ako, I'm good. Medyo tired kasi galing lang ako sa labas. Pumunta kami Intramuros.
Wow!
Intramuros.
Grabe, ginawa niyo dun, bro.
Kumain kami. Nag-ramen kami. Wala lang. May hanap kaming ramen place. So, kumain kami dun. It was nice. Kaya naman, Mickey, balita ko.
Coincidentally, no? Nasa labas din ako kanina. Pero, wala ako sa Intramuros, no? Dito lang ako sa may DF Aguirre, you know? There's this Japanese restaurant kasi. I think the name is, baka bawal tayo mag-name drop ng restaurant. But it's a really nice restaurant. And, you know, the food is great. Plus, ang sarap nung ano nila. They have a special, like, California Maki. Parang special nila. Sobrang sarap na sushi. Grabe. So, ayun. Sobrang sarap, you know. And,
yeah. Sayang hindi tayo pwede mag-name drop.
No,
Sorry, this Japanese restaurant. Kailangan muna kasi may brand deal tayo.
Yes, that's right.
Kailangan, no free advertising. Sorry.
Tama. And, ayun. So, ako lang, yun lang naman. And, I think we can jump right through it, no? So, na-miss nata tayo ng audience natin ng viewers natin. You would really, again, hi sa mga audience natin, no? We appreciate you guys for tuning in, of course.
Yeah.
You know, we would never stop appreciating you guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much sa mga listeners. Thank you so much sa mga nanonood. Sa mga nanonood, sobrang thank you so much kasi nakita niyo yung aming sobrang poging mga mukha. So, sobrang thank you so much.
Yeah.
Pero yun, last episode, we talked about yung topic natin last episode was, do you think voting can be considered as a matter of your own opinion? So
yeah. Grabe, solid yung guest natin nun, no? Grabe.
Yeah,
sobrang insightful. Yep.
So we delved a lot into politics given na election season na in less than 2 weeks. Actually, in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks we'll be voting, so I think it's a very good topic to.
Yeah, very timely.
Yeah. So this episode we'll still be talking about politics.
Yes, of course.
So ang topic naman natin tonight, kasi medyo late night nga. Okay lang ba ang maging neutral sa politics?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yun, napaka-deep naman ang tanong na yun.
Yeah,
grabe.
napaka-deep. Yeah.
And for tonight as well, syempre, like last time, kakaroon tayo ng kasama sa podcast natin that will, share his thoughts about this topic. So, may we call Kuya Bam na Pizza. Alam niyo guys, brief lang, no? Before na magsalita si Kuya Bam. Kuya Bam was one of the OG members ng TMLNS, no? Even before
Hello.
podcast, to. So, hello sir. What's up?
Hello. Okay, rinig naman ako, no?
Yes.
Siyempre.
Ayun.
So napaka-OG, may legit recording equipment po yan.
Alam to, pang filler lang to, kunyari professional, pero hindi talaga.
Alright.
Welcome sa ating TMLNS. No? I know you're very used to this because you were once sa mga host, no? Yep.
Parang nakapanibago nga, wala na akong binabasang chat dito na parang pa-shoutout naman dyan.
Nag-rebrand
nag-rebrand tayo.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright. So, kumusta ka naman, Kuya Bam?
Ayun. Medyo pagod lang kasi tulad nyo mga lumalabas, nako pandemic lumalabas kayo. No? Pero hindi, galing kasi akong work, galing din ako office.
Yeah.
Kasi yun, medyo nag-dinner lang, tas nag-ready na kasi para sa inyo, no? Para naman sa TMLNS, nako.
Appreciate the support.
Yeah. So, ayun nga, di ba we mentioned yung topic natin. So, on that note, kayo kuya, do you have any experience in voting?
Ito magiging honest ako. Nung huling elections, hindi ako bumoboto. The reality is, medyo tamad talaga ako pumila. Pagdating sa mga government blinds, kunyari, kukuha ng lisensya, kukuha ng passport, kukuha ng SS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, lahat ng mga ganon, sobrang nakakatamad. Kasi kailangan mo tansyahin yung oras, tapos ang haba ng pila, tapos pag nandun ka na medyo, kadalasan medyo masungit yung yung mga mag-aasikasa sa'yo, so medyo lang din. Pero yun, for this election, yun, I made sure, kasi lalo na, I think, hindi lang siya sa I think, pero halata naman, sobrang pivotal ng elections ngayon. As in, ito mismong elections na to, sobrang pivotal niya na parang ang hirap na hindi magparehistro. Ganun.
Yeah, ang hirap na hindi mag-vote.
Every vote counts. Literal.
Sobrang every vote counts ngayon. No? Kaya yun. So, experience in voting, may experience ako in thinking kung boboto ako, sino yung magiging mga kandidatong iboboto ko, sino yung mga isi-shade kong mga numbers, ganun. Pero in voting itself, hindi ako naging magandang citizen. Aaminin ko yun. Akin.
Yeah.
Oo.
Ikaw, Miggy.
Ako,
di ba first time? Pares ba tayo? Same ba? First time?
Yung I think yung generation natin will experience voting for the first time, no? Talagang and siguro experience natin sa mga student government. Yun na yung pinaka-experience natin.
Hanggang doon na lang.
Yeah. And speaking closest of voting, so right now kasi 'di ba usapang pagboto sa election. Do you think, guys, why should we vote? That's a very first question, no? Especially for the upcoming next generation, no? Na nakikinig sa atin, di ba? Why should we vote, no? And next is how to vote wisely. But first, let's go to the why, no? Why is it important to vote ba? Especially, sa mga elections like this.
Ako, kung tatanungin niyo ako, yung why nito is simply because you have a say. Yun mismo. Going into semantics ng government natin, no? Democratic state, democracy ng Philippines. So, at that very essence, pag sinabi mo naman democracy ka, it's the voice of the people. No? Vox Populi. So, parang, ikaw na ngayon may boses, tas di mo pa gagamitin yung boses na yun. Parang sinayang mo lang din yung privilege na yun na nasa democracy ka, tas di ka magsasalita. Parang, ano bang ginagawa mo?
Yeah.
Yun yung una. Pero sobrang important din na ng pagboto kasi yun nga voice of the people siya, hindi naman voice of a person. Meaning ano siya it's part of the collective. And ang ano siya na kung hindi ka magpa-participate dun kasi iba, kahit ako naging mindset ko yun na parang isang boto lang naman ako. Anong difference yung gagawin ng isang boto ko? Pero kasi ni-realize ko rin na if lahat ng tao yun yung mindset, no? Lalo na yung tao na may alam, learned, no? Kung ganoon yung mindset mo, parang iniiwan mo yung future into people na wala kang kamuwang-muwang. So parang nakakaano lang din. Parang pag may nangyari, di ka pwede mag-complain kasi di ka naman nag-participate Diba?
Yeah.
Kasalanan mo rin naman kung bakit ganyan yung nangyari. Kasi hindi ka bumoto, di ka nag-participate. So, ba't ka nagre-reklamo? Di ba parang pinili mo rin yung ganyan. Ganon. Ayan. I think that's some reasons talaga why we should really vote. No?
Yeah. It's basically our right talaga we have a right to vote, so why not? And we should to be like laging tinuturo sa atin na maging good citizens, 'di ba? Good
citizen, yeah.
Yeah, good and responsible citizens. And this is one of the best ways we can exercise being a good citizen ng ating bansa, no? Like by voting. Kasi it directly affects what's going to happen to our country, like to us and to everyone else. So like it's really really important. Ikaw, Miggy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, halos same lang ng points with you guys. And again, just as what Kuya Bam said, it's lalo na, not just right now, diba? Even in the next election, sobrang crucial din, diba? That we have our say in the elections. We vote, diba? We exercise our right. Kasi syempre, it holds the future, no, ng bansa natin. It depends on who we vote for, diba?
Yeah.
So if we stay neutral, for example, diba? If we like, okay lang, dyan naman yung kunyari, di ba, sa pamilya natin, may 3 voters, as ikaw, parang, okay lang, 3 naman yung boboto sa pamilya ko, di ba? Pero what if, di ba, there's a scenario where isa na lang yung kailangan na boto para manalo yung gusto mong manalo, or something like that.
At saka din, siguro to add na din, parang, yun nga, nasabi nyo na yung being a good citizen. Parang, paano ako magiging good citizen kung yun na nga lang pagboto, pagsabi ng opinion mo, hindi mo pa nagawa. Parang ano yung may expect or ano i-expect ng ibang tao sa'yo na citizen kung yun nga yung pinakasimpleng boto, hindi mo pa nagawa. Diba?
Parang simpleng pag-shade lang. Yun
lang. Shade lang naman no?
Oo. Yun na yun Parang yun din talaga siya kasi ganoon naman talaga government Hindi naman talaga magsasucceed ang isang country kung good governance lang. Good governance is important, pero if wala tayong good citizenship, I mean, the same goes the other way around. You can have good citizenship, pero if wala tayong good governance, bagsak pa rin. So, kailangan natin hanapin yung balance na yun
Yeah, it's a collective effort, no?
Sobrang collective effort siya na hindi siya pwedeng isang side lang yung gumagaling, isa baliwala na ganun.
Yeah, and that's why we really have to elect the right leaders for the job who will actually be able to show us what good governance is, no?
Yeah. And speaking of right leaders, diba? Now we go to the how, diba? Now that we know the reason, kasi syempre it's important na we know the reason why we're doing this or why we're voting, diba? And now we answer this how, diba? How do we vote wisely? There's a lot of, for me, there's really a lot of factors involved, especially when it comes to who you're voting with, diba? This is what Ivan said kanina. So, Kuya Bam, sa tingin mo, how do we determine or who we vote for? Or how do we vote wisely?
I mean, obviously, obvious naman, research. Research tayo. Make sure that when we're researching unbiasedly, ang mahirap ngayon maging unbiased sa searches. Kasi, I mean, everything works in an algorithm right now with the internet. Lalo na Google, no? Parang the more you search specific thing, the more it will give you that thing. And sadly, mahirap mag-research ngayon kasi kung ang bias ng searches mo is positive things about candidate A, it will only give you search results that's good about candidate A. Which, that's why learning how to research as well is very important.
Yeah.
No? Alamin natin kung paano mag-research. And yun nga, learning, actually kahit nga alamin nyo lang kung ano yung mga credible sources where you could find good sources. No, I mean, marami namang unbiased sites when it comes to, maraming unbiased na news sites. Kahit dito sa Pilipinas, masasabi naman natin yan na CNN, no, yung ANC, no, hindi naman sila biased kasi matagal na sila na sa industry. Ilang election na yung nagdaan na andyan sila, no. So kahit yun mismo research, but as well as sa atin, I mean, elevate naman to, no. So I could also say prayer is also helping. Pag-pray natin yung mga iboboto natin kasi yan, parang discernment din siya eh. Sabi nga natin kanina, no, it's a big part of our lives, and if we pray for big parts of our lives, like kung anong school yung pupuntahan natin, anong course kukunin natin, or kung magtatrabaho ka na, saan ka magtatrabaho, kung yun mismo pinag-pray natin, it's also important na ito rin, na Lord, sino ba yung gusto mong iboto ko? Na parang sobrang important din siya kasi it's a decision na na it's gonna impact us. It's gonna impact not just us, pero the others as well. So, we ought to lift it up to the Lord. Kasi yun nga, siya naman ng kahit sino naman maupo dyan. No? I mean, it doesn't give us the excuse na hindi na tayo bumoto smartly or wisely. Pero, the reality is, kahit sino naman maupo dyan, it's the Lord para naman who reigns supreme over everything. Ayan.
Yeah.
So yun sa akin, research and prayer talaga for me.
Yeah, I just wanna ang ganda nung pinointat mo, kuya, yung learn to not only just research, pero learn how to research. Kasi yung tama talagang pag-research kasi we just can't, like, I remember we touched up on this like last episode din. Pero like dapat talaga hindi lang tayo yung naniniwala agad-agad nung nakita natin sa social media. Kasi madali lang gumawa ng infographic na na ganyan. Actually, right now sa Facebook, like I see a lot of mga satire only na na mga posts, and a lot of people like they still believe na it's true. Like kahit may nakalagay na satire, like satire lang siya, it's just a joke. So like mahirap. So we really have to learn, like not only na hindi lang natin kailangan mag-research, but we also have to learn how to research, like kung ano talaga yung tamang resources, yung mga news sites na we can trust. We also need to learn that, of course. So I think that's one thing na I really got, which is cool. And also as well yung prayer. I think it's really, really important. Kasi it's voting is in our control still. It's as our right. It's part of our control. Pero kung sino yung maupo dun, ultimately wala na yun. It's out of our hands. And all that's left for us to do is to just leave it up to the Lord. As in, yun na lang. So to seal the deal and everything, let's pray for our leader, whoever ang ma-elect. So ayun. Mickey.
Yeah, actually, honestly, bago ako mag-share ng thoughts ko, I would really love to ask this question. How about when it comes to debates? Does that help, in voting wisely? Kuya Bang, what do you?
I'll be honest. Yun yung main ko. Lahat ng mga interviews, lahat ng mga debates, yun yung main sources ko. Primary source ko siya kasi sila mismo yung nagsalita doon eh.
Yeah.
No. So parang paano mo papalitan yan, no? Kung lahat ng mga sinabi nila, sila na mismo nagsabi yan. Hindi na ibang tao yung nagsabi na about them yan. Sila na mismo yan. Sila na mismo yung nagsabi na ito yung platform ko, yung gusto kong gawin, ito yung tingin ko sa gantong klaseng issue, topic. So, very important. Very important na mga debates sa akin, mga interviews. And even mga press con, or kahit ano pa yan, na kahit nga video recording lang na bumabati sila ng birthday, ganyan. Important din yan. Kasi it's also a sign of their character. It's a sign of their manner of speaking. No? Yung integrity nila na kahit ba hindi ganun ka-formal yung event, do they hold themselves in the same status or stature, ganun. It's important for me.
Yeah. And also like kapag like yung rigorousness ng debates, some people like say na like, hey, that's too much, masyadong mahirap. For me, I think it's crucial na maging ganun yung debates kasi at the heat of the moment, like kapag when you're stressed, kasi the job of being president or kahit maging senator or vice president, it's a very, very demanding job, very, very stressful. And kung sa debate pa lang, at the heat of the moment, medyo wala ka na or parang you can't give the right answers already. That's already one sign na this person's not a really viable candidate. No? So I think that's my piece on that. Ikaw, Mickey?
Yun nga, diba? Kaya ako siya na-bring up. Kasi naisip ko, when we like research kasi, sobrang madali pa rin diba? Kahit credible source, sometimes there's always this bias, diba? Na, especially if the writer, for example, is biased towards this candidate or something, diba? The more they try, kahit na i-try nilang maging neutral about it, diba? There's still some bias in there, diba? And that's why I mentioned debates kasi, diba, so debates is for our viewers no nagboboto. It's really important there's always a replay naman diba of the debates, so you can see diba the genuinity of the candidates as well when it comes to serving the people, diba, and yung platforms nila, and you'll really learn about the candidate na dun mo sila makikilala kasi syempre sa mga infographic diba madali siyang you don't really see the emotions there, I guess, diba?
Yeah.
Pero when it comes to debates kasi diba or sa mga interviews, diba, sa mga minsan may mga candidates na nagla-live, diba? For example, I think I've seen some candidates live, diba? You really see it, diba, na it's not just up for show, diba? That's who they are, diba? And we really choose candidates kagaya nga last time, diba, that fits our yung character na gusto natin, diba? For a candidate as well. So, yun yung isa sa mga I highly encourage especially for the voters na nanonood to watch those debates, interviews kasi sobrang makakatulong siya, diba, in discerning who you think is the right candidate.
Add ko lang dun sa interviews, if total again elevate Christian movement naman siya. So if you're a Christian, nanood ka nito, hindi pa election, I highly recommend i-download nyo or I think nasa YouTube na siya yung interviews ng CVM, Christian Values Movement.
Yeah.
To some of the presidentiables and vice presidentiables. I think 3 presidentiables yung dumalo doon and 2 vice presidentiables. So I highly recommend doon in-interview sila based on like family, competence, character, as in Bible Bible focused, so highly recommend ko rin yan na panoorin niyo rin yan kasi yun nga, like I said, we pray for the candidates we're voting anyway, so why not panoorin niyo na rin yan.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, true.
All right,
and okay, so yun nga grabe. So we experience and then why, diba, the reason and then how, and now we go back to our main question, diba? So is it actually okay to be neutral sa politics, diba? I think it answers sa mga pinag-usapan natin. Pero ikaw, Kuya Bam, like sometimes kasi we have this choice, diba? We have this choice to be neutral, diba? At the end of this conversation, diba? Still have the choice, diba? Like, does this affect me or like wala naman, kahit, but yun nga, sabi nyo kanina, is one vote is one vote, di ba? Parang, it really won't affect anybody, di ba? Ganyan. So, di ba, is it okay to actually be neutral, di ba?
Kung ako for me, obvious answer, no. Hindi tayo dapat maging neutral.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think there's also a huge wall that we have to face, which is paano hindi maging toxic. Diretso na. Paano hindi maging toxic na tao? Kasi the reality is ngayong election season, ang dami nag-aaway, no?
Yeah.
And the thing is, hindi naman porket neutral ka, hindi ibig sabihin nun wala kang pakialam. I mean, I actually paraphrase that. Mali yung sinabi ko. Hindi naman siya dahil hindi ka sobrang fired up, neutral ka. No? That's actually what I want to say. Hindi porket hindi ka sobrang fired up, hindi porket hindi ka sobrang emotional is wala ka ng pakialam. No? I think we have to find that balance na hindi ka neutral, you're for one side, you have your own decision making mentalities with you na ito yung mga gusto ko iboto, but at the same time hindi kayo tipong toxic na when it comes to other people. Sobrang critical ako with that kasi lalo na, I mean, the reality is after ng elections, no, you're gonna face those people again, kakausapin mo ulit sila.
Right.
Kailangan mo ulit silang kausapin, and I mean, you both only did what you have to do because you both you have different belief systems, kaya lang hindi kayo nagkatugma. Tapos susunugin niyo na yung bridge na yan. Parang ang counterintuitive niya. For me, yes, you should not be neutral, pick a side or pick someone or make a decision, but at the same time be courteous, be respectful, and I mean, don't take it personally. Just make sure na totoong tayo. Always go for discussion and not debate. Always go for discussion, not argument.
Yeah.
Yun ang akin.
Yeah. Actually, yun nga yung, diba? Yun yung pag-usapan natin last week, diba? Na healthy discussions are very important, diba? When it comes to politics. No? Every healthy discussion that we take is another, diba, person that we can kumbaga get into our side, diba? Kasi they can understand our points, we can understand their points, diba? And of course, understanding, diba, is better than having arguments na parang di na magpapatalo and everything, diba? And sobrang important, diba? Yun nga talaga na it's very important na hindi talaga maging neutral. But at the same time, diba? Sabi nga ni Kuya Bam, it's very important as well na you have to be respectful, no? We really don't want to force upon, diba, yung natin, yung kunyari, kung sino may boboto natin or yung prinsipyo natin, diba? Kasi that will lead to argument, diba? The more we parang force it into people na hindi, ganito, ganyan, di ba? And then, syempre, sino ba naman hindi magpapatalo sa ganun, di ba? And then, ayun na. And then, we have arguments here and there. No. And then, wala lang settlement na nangyayari, di ba? Ganun. So, ikaw ba, Jake?
Right. Yeah, like, to answer the question, okay lang ba ang maging neutral sa politics? Ang answer ko talaga is yes. Pero, dapat, if we know someone na neutral or if there's anyone, like, dapat di natin sila i-force at all to pick a side. I think it's a big thing na i-force natin yung person na to. Kasi we don't know where they're at, sa kanilang decision-making process, or maybe they're still deciding, maybe they're still confused. Instead of forcing them na, hey, just pick this candidate na lang, or this candidate, ganyan. Why not nudge them into the right direction, provide them the resources and ganyan to help them na hindi sila maging to help them make a decision. Kasi these people na neutral, these are the people who still haven't found the right information. These are the people na sobrang bogged down by all these, kasi right now, especially right now na sobrang very digital, heavy, very, very open na yung information sa atin lahat. Ngayon sobra na sa information.
Yeah, overwhelming.
Sobrang na-overwhelmed.
It's very overwhelming for people, and that's why I think many people like sobrang they just rather choose to be neutral kasi they don't want to be in that mess of all that information, trying to process all that. So I think for us na who have found the right information, I think it'll be best for us to guide them, instead of forcing them and everything. So ayun, okay lang ba maging neutral? No, it's not okay, and it's not okay to be neutral, and we shouldn't really force these people to be neutral. So yeah, that's it. That's my piece.
Siguro to add na lang din. Sorry, habol. No, pero I think important na yun nga yung nabanggit ni Jake nga na there are people who haven't chosen their candidate yet, and okay lang yan if you're that person, okay lang yan. I think what's more important is not being neutral, but it's rather not caring. Yun ang mas important. Okay lang bang wala tayong pakialam sa politics ngayon? No. Yun yung mas resounding na no. Okay lang, siguro tong neutrality pwede pa natin i-discuss talaga, pero yung pagkakaroon ng walang pakialam, yun talaga yung right now hindi yata pwede. Kasi everything around us totoong affected ng government natin. Kung sino yung mga mahalal, kung anong magiging political or government paradigm ideology na nagagawin natin dito sa Pilipinas, it really much dictates a lot of how it will benefit yung hobbies natin, yung pag-aaral natin, yung pagtatrabaho natin. Sobrang laki nun. So, again, it's for me, sobrang hindi siya about neutrality, it's about caring. You really should care.
I think yung indifference talaga, yun yung medyo hindi talaga forgivable. Especially right now na napaka-heated, napaka-pivotal ng season na to of election. Na everyone's getting into debates, into arguments. So yeah, being indifferent, parang lang talaga, napaka, I don't know, for people, for everyone, basically. Medyo, it's a huge disrespect. So yeah.
Alright, grabe. Wow, that was something, I hope the viewers, grabe, sobrang I think medyo heavy siya, pero I hope you guys have a takeaway, 'di ba, sa pinag-usapan natin. And of course, we would love to appreciate si Kuya Bam, the OG host ng TMLNS. Grabe. We appreciate you for, coming here and joining us for this session. Grabe. So again, thank you, bigyan naman natin ng heart si Kuya Bam. Thank you.
Thanks, Kuya Bam. Thank you, Kuya Bam. Thanks for joining us.
Pakpak away.
Yon,
grabe. Woo! Napaka-solid nun, pre.
Yeah.
Parang dami ko natutunan, no? Grabe rin yung closing statement ni Kuya Bam, no? Which I really agree upon, no? Hindi lang siya sa neutrality. It's about caring, di ba?
Yeah,
kasi right now, sobrang importante that we care about politics because it's our future, di ba?
Yeah.
That is at stake here. No, so I hope again for the viewers, no, meron kayong something na naiuwi kasi marami kaming nauwi, no?
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Grabe. Ikaw ba, Ivan? Any closing?
Yeah. Ako before nung even as a non-voter before nung di pa ako when I was still a minor, as in sobrang I remember not being indifferent pero I already cared about politics, about all these things. I think yun talaga yung pinaka-essence of all things, of everything, basically. Basically, just care about it, Kasi that's where it starts then, no? That's where you start learning about all these things. So, grabe. Grabe talaga natutunan natin today, no?
Sobrang fruitful. Yes. And, alright, I think that's it, no? So, stay tuned for the next episode. So as usual, guys, you can listen to it sa Spotify, sa YouTube, sa Facebook, and minsan siguro sa IG, no, abangan nyo. Baka magkaroon na rin tayo ng sessions there.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ivan, any announcements for this week?
All right, and also syempre regular announcements natin. We really encourage you guys to join an Elevate group. So sa mga nakikinig natin na hindi pa connected sa Elevate, we really want you to be involved. We want you to be connected with us. We want to know you guys. So we really encourage you to join an Elevate group kasi that's where we'll be able to really just connect with you. And also we have our Elevate activities, online youth service every Saturday at 3 p.m. and Miraclettes every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. So ayun, can't wait to see you guys there.
See you guys. Again, thank you for joining us. Again, I'm Mickey.
And I'm Jake. Bye.
Peace out, yo. Bye.